Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. In the previous class, we have completed reflection and shear. Okay. Today we discuss matrix representation and homogeneous coordinate system and composite transmission. These two things today we will discuss. Okay. First we discuss matrix representation in 2D transformation. So in 2D transformation, different types of transformations we will cover. Okay. First one is your translation, rotation, scaling, reflection and shear. 5 types of transformation we will cover in 2D transformation. Okay. So we will recall all the matrix representation of these transformations, of these 2D transformations. Okay. In scaling, the scaling matrix representation is Sx0 and 0sy. Okay. Also we will show you in column form vector or in row vector or in column matrix or in row matrix. Okay. Second one is your rotation. Rotation is clockwise and anti-clockwise. 2 types of rotation. In the clockwise rotation, the matrix is cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta. And in rotation anti-clockwise is cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta. This one is your rotation in anti-clockwise matrix representation. Okay. Then next come to the transformation, which one is your reflection. In the reflection, in the column vector 1 0 tx and 0 1 ty also. Okay. And then let us come to the transformation is reflection about x-axis. In 2D transformation or in 2D matrix representation, reflection about x-axis is 1 0 0 minus 1. Okay. And reflection about y-axis is minus 1 0 0 1. And reflection about origin is minus 1 0 0 minus 1. Okay. Next, reflection about y-axis. Reflection about y equal to x or x equal to y. Which one is? The 1 0 0 1, this one is your. And reflection about y equal to minus x. That means 0 minus 1 minus 1 0. Okay. This is your 2D matrix transformation, matrix representation for 2D transformation. Okay. Different types of 2D transformation. Next is your last one is your shear. Shear in x direction matrix representation is 1 shx 0 1 and in y direction is 1 0 shy 1. Okay. This one is x direction, this one is your y direction, and shearing in both x y direction means 1 shx shy 1. So these are your 2D transformation, different types of 2D transformation of matrix representation or matrix representation of different types of or 5 types transformation. Okay. So all these things, all this matrix form will very important and all of you should remember it. Okay. Let us discuss homogeneous coordinate system. Okay. Many graphics applications involve sequence of geometric transformations. Okay. For example, in design and picture construction, application we perform translation, rotation and scaling to fit the picture components into their proper position. Okay. For efficient processing, we will reformulate transformation sequences. Okay. Now, we have matrix representation of basic transformation and we can express it in the general matrix form as P dash equals to M1 into P plus M2, where P and P dash are initial and final point position. Okay. P is your initial point and P dash is your final point position. And here M contains rotation and scaling. M1 contains rotation and scaling. And M2 contains translation in all terms associated with pivot point and fixed point and reposition. Pivot point, fixed point and reposition. Okay. For efficient utilization, we must calculate all sequence of transformation in one step. And for that reason, we reformulate above equation to illuminate the matrix addition associated with translation terms in matrix M2. Okay. So, we can combine that thing by expanding 2 matrix representation into 3x3 matrices. Okay. It will allows us to convert all transformation into matrix multiplication, but we need to represent vertex position xy with homogeneous coordinate triple xh, yh and h, where x equals to xh by h and y equals to yh by h. Thus, we can also write triple h, hx, hy, h. Okay. Now, for two-dimensional geometric transformation, we can take the value of h is any positive number. So, we can get infinite homogeneous representation for coordinate value xy. Okay. But convenient choice is set h equals to 1 as it is multiplicative identity. Then xy is represented as xy1. Okay. Expressing coordinate in homogeneous coordinate from coordinate form allows us to represent all geometric transformation equations as matrix multiplication. So, let us see each representation with h equal to 1. Okay. So, here we discuss all the transformation in 3x3 matrix. First one is your translation. So translation is your in 2D matrix 1 0 0 1 tx ty, but in 3x3 matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 tx ty 1. Okay. Or also in row vector form, also in column vector form. These two forms we will get. Okay. Now let us discuss about scaling. Scaling is your Sx0, 0 Sy, but in 3x3 matrix Sx0 0, 0 Sy0, 0 0 1. Okay. Now come to the next transformation is rotation. Rotation clockwise and rotation anti-clockwise. The first is rotation clockwise. So cos theta, sin theta 0, minus sin theta, cos theta 0, then 0 0 1. Okay. Then rotation anti-clockwise, cos theta minus sin theta 0, sin theta cos theta 0, 0 0 1. Okay, let us next one is your, these two are your rotation, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, next reflection against x-axis. Okay, reflection in against x-axis, we will study the study your in 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, now let us discuss in 3 cross 3 matrix. Also in the example in detail also we discuss in 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, so here also 3 cross 3 matrix is also here present. 1 0 0 0 minus 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, then reflection against y axis means x will be negative, y will be positive. Okay, and reflection against origin means, reflection against origin means here both are in the negative form. X also will be negative, x value, and y value also in negative. So this one is your reflection against origin. And reflection against y equals to x means all these things are in the positive, remains same. Okay, then reflection against y equal to minus x, that means all these things are in negative, y also in negative value, x also in negative value. Okay, so these are your reflection. Next we will discuss in shear. Shear in x direction 1 0 0 shx 1 0 0 0 1, and in y direction 1 0 0 1 shy 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So these are your in shearing in x direction and shearing in y direction. And shearing in both direction means 1 shx 0 shy 1 0 0 0 1. This one is your both direction. Okay, so these are your homogeneous coordinate system, and all the transformations matrix representation in 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, next we will discuss composite transformation. A number of transformation or sequence of transformation can be combined into single one called as composition. That means if we combine number of transformation or sequence of transformation into a single level, into a single one or into a single level or into a single entity, this is called composition. Okay, the resulting matrix is called composite matrix. The process of combining is called concatenation. Okay, suppose we want to perform rotation about an arbitrary point, then we can perform it by the sequence of 3 transformation. Okay, first one is translation, second one is rotation, third one is reverse translation. That means when we perform rotation about an arbitrary point, we can perform 3 sequence of transformation. Okay, first the object will translate it, then the translated object will rotate it, then the rotation object will reverse in the translation form. Okay, the ordering sequence of these numbers of transformation must be changed. If a matrix is represented in column form, then the composite transformation Transformation is performed by multiplying matrix in order from right to left side. The output obtained from the previous matrix is multiplied with the new coming matrix. Okay, so all of you recall your matrix addition, subtraction and multiplication. But here matrix multiplication is very important. The process how to different matrices are multiplied. All these things all of you recollect. Okay. Because here matrix multiplication is very important. Okay. Now one example showing a composite transformation. Okay. The enlargement is with respect to center. For this, the following sequence of transformation will be performed and all will be combined into a single one. Okay. So, for this, we can follow some steps. In the first step, the object is kept at its position, original position. Okay. That means this one. Okay. Then the object is translated so that its center coincides with the origin. That means the object is here translate so that the origin is coincide. That means middle point. Okay, this figure. Okay, after that in the next step, scaling an object by keeping the object at origin is done. After that the object is scaling, that means enlarge it. Okay, in this figure the object is enlarged but in the same place. Okay, after that in the last step again translation is done. The second translation is called reverse translation. It will position the object at the origin or original location. Okay. So this one. In the first figure, the object is in the original position. Then in the next figure, the object is translated to the origin. That means the center point is passed to the origin point. Then in the third figure, it is enlarge it. Then after that, it will again translate it to the original position. Okay. So for this, here we will transform two methods. One is translation, another one is scaling. So for the translation, row method is this one and column method is this one. For the scaling, row method is this one and column method is this one. Okay. For the translation, column method is this one and row method is this one, and for the scaling, row method is this one and column method is this one. Okay. Now composition of two translation. How to combine or concatenate. Let us T1, T2, T3, T4 are translation vector. Okay. There are two translation P1 and P2. The matrix P1 and P2 given below. These things. Okay. The P1 and P2 are represent as homogeneous matrix and P will be the final transformation matrix obtained after multiplication. That means P1 matrix is this one and P2 matrix is this one. After combining these two, that means P1 multiplied by P2 the P matrix is, that means P matrix is this one, that means the resultant matrix is this one. Okay, so here matrix multiplication is done. Okay, now when scaling, this one is your translation. Okay, now when composition of two scaling, the composition of two scaling is multiplicative. Let S11 and S12 are the matrix to be multiplied. After that, we will get the S matrix. That means S is the result of S11 and S12. S11 multiplied by S11. These two matrices are multiplied. After multiplication, the resultant matrix is this one. Okay. So, after that, in this way rotation also done. Okay. After that, we will discuss general fixed point rotation. For the general fixed point rotation, first we arrange the transformation matrix in order from right to left. So for this, we will operate some steps. First one is your translate. Second one is your rotate about origin. Then translate to the original position, return to the original position, and last one is your, the diagram we will show you. Okay. Okay. So here in the first figure, this one is your original position of the object at the pivot point. Okay. Then the object is moved to the origin point, this one. Okay, after move to the origin point, it will, in the origin point it will rotate it. After rotation, it will move back or back to the translate or reverse translation. Okay, this one. So in these four steps, we will composite the transformation. Okay, so for this, the composite transformation matrix for this sequence is obtained with concatenation. That means first one is your translate the object, then rotate the object, then reverse translate. So this one is your translation matrix, this one is your rotation matrix, this one is your reverse translation matrix. So when we combine or when we multiply three matrices, after that we will get this resultant matrix. Okay, we will multiply this one and this one, these three matrices. After multiplying, we will find out this matrix. Okay, next we will discuss general fixed point scaling. This one is your rotation and this one is your scaling. Okay, so scaling also follow three steps. First is your translate the object to the origin. Okay, then scale with respect to the origin, then translate the fixed point, return to the original position. That means here this one is your original position of the object. The original position object in the next figure, it will move to the origin. After that moving, it will scale it. Scale it means we will resize it. That means we will reduce the image or object. After reducing, we will move back to the original position. That means translate to the original position. Okay. So for this also, the concatenating the matrix for these three operations produces the required scaling matrix. The transformation matrix is first one is your which one? Translate. First step is translate, then scaling, then reverse translate. So here first translate, then scaling, then reverse translate. After these three matrices combine or multiplying, the final matrix is get here. This one is your final matrix. Okay. So this one is your pivot rotation and pivot fixed point scaling. Okay. So composition or concatenation matrix has also advantages. Three advantages are there. It transformation becomes compact. The number of operation will be reduced. Rules used for defining transformation in form of equation are complex as compared to the matrix. Okay. So these are your 2D transformation matrix or 2D matrix representation. Okay. After that we will convert it in the 3x3 matrix or homogeneous coordinate system. Then we will discuss composition of matrix. Okay. Or composition of transformation. So the fourth unit will be completed. I hope all of you clearly understand, and the matrix representation will be very important. All of you will remember this matrix representation of the different transformations. Okay. And all of you or students, you will be note down it and learn it. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Thank you.